Whoa, whoa. Hello, ladies. Um, Today I wanted to talk about, or tonight, I wanted to talk about side chicks versus women who stay. I saw this Summer Walker debacle of her begging a man to save her as Pizza Hut in his phone so that she could be a side chick to him. And I really I just want to know what women are thinking, honestly and truly. Like what is perceived to be better, side chicks or the women who stay with the cheater? In my opinion, I think both options are absolutely horrific. But I do find it to be very weird when I see women that want to be the side chick or the other woman make it seem as if they're getting some type of better deal out of it. No, you're getting dogged and dogged out just like the woman is staying. Both of y'all are in the same position, in a different situation, but in the same position nonetheless. And I think that's what people don't understand. Both parties in this situation are foolish. But let's see here. Jasmine, you have something to say, Jasmine?
Yes, I do. I agree. I think both women in both situations is terrible. Terrible place to be. I've been both. I've been the side chick and I've been the woman to stay. And it's not a win-win. Like at the end of the day, you are getting treated terribly, you're getting lied to. And people be thinking that like the side chick be knowing everything. They really don't. They be lying. Like you get the same treatment, literally. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. But I still wanted to. I joined early because I know other people are going to join, and I want to chime into things that may be said as well. So
All right. I got you, sis. Let's see here. Somebody in the comments said, wait, Summer's man is married. No. I don't know who Summer Walker's man is right now, but this rapper, Rich the Kid, had exposed some voicemails that she left, like basically saying she really want to be with him and whatever, and but she's cool with being on the side and save her number as Pizza Hut and trying to antagonize his baby mama girlfriend, whatever. And then I just saw her get on live and make it like she's better than the girl that's staying with him. Oh, well, I don't want him. I don't want him. You do. Well, you want him too. You sleeping with him too. What
yeah, we
there's you're
definitely be. My bad.
Oh, that's okay.
We
Go
definitely
ahead,
be wanting a
Jasmine.
nigga. We definitely be wanting a nigga. That stuff be cap and lies. Like I feel like women say that to try to like. I don't know how to articulate this. I feel like we be trying to say that to help our delusion. Like we low key understand what's going on. We're suffering behind it, but it's like that I guess just makes us feel better about our terrible decisions.
All right. I got you, Jasmine. I mean, I'll just have to give this disclaimer. I've never been a side chick ever, nor have I ever been a woman that stays either. So I just want to wholeheartedly put that out there because I don't believe in doing either. But I do think that I feel more anger towards the side chick that is speaking like Summer, like she's better. Because I don't know in what world you think you are. You're not any better than that other lady. Y'all are both getting dick down and played with. Either or, like there's no difference. He's playing with the both of y'all. And I feel like you have no self-esteem if you tell a man save you in his phone under Pizza Hut. Like what? Like, do you have no self-esteem? Honestly and truly, I find that to be crazy. I find it to be completely nuts. And, I think that Summer and Walker, I like some of her music. But I do think that Summer Walker is extremely male centered. I think that Summer Walker is a superwoman level pick me. And I do think that that's the reason why she's made the decisions that she's made and choices in men and why she's in the state that she's in right now because of that. And I really want women to understand that this is in game pick meism right here, how Summer Walker is behaving. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yes, on to say, Jasmine.
Oh no, not right now.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. You was unmuted. I thought you did. But yeah, you guys, like I said, I'm just kind of waiting to see if I can get some more ladies in here. If I can, then I'll keep talking about this. If not, then I'll end the live and I will come back. I'll come back tomorrow and you know what I'm saying, talk about this same topic because I really very, very rarely talk about something like this. And I feel like, yeah, it's a lot of women. I see a lot of women say this too, like, oh girl, I don't want him. I just use him for his money. He just come over here. You're still getting used too. Like, you're in the same position. Maybe a slightly different position, but both positions are gross to be in. Let me go here next to Layla. Layla's World.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
So, both of them are like the side chick and the woman who stayed. Both of them is doing bad, but ultimately, I feel like the side chick is gonna be the side chick, and the woman's gonna stay regardless because he is the one that's tricking. I don't know what chicks is giving up their best tricks for anybody. I don't think it has anything to do with somebody having low self esteem. I just think that he's spinning the bag, and she's not gonna cut off her bag for no chick. That's what I really think is about.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like if you are in 2025 as a woman, you're looking for a trick. I feel like that's already low self esteem because why aren't you your own trick? Why aren't you tricking on yourself? Why aren't you getting the money and getting to the bag yourself to where you don't have to prostitute your body to a man that is entertaining you and 50 other women? Like, that's already gross. So I just feel like you're still losing at the end of the day because you don't have any self esteem. Because why do you need a man to be your trick? Like, why are you giving your body to somebody that don't respect you or care about you for something material?
I mean, Summer Walker been giving her body to everybody else. I mean, so I guess that she figures it's valuable because he's giving her money. I don't know. That's just my opinion about it. Like I said, they're both doing bad. The woman that's staying because the woman that's staying Tory Bricks, you could go find you a decent man and settle down with him. You don't have to be subjected to Rich the Kid and all his infidelity that he's doing. Isn't he married to one of the twerk stars or whatever the case may be? Like, that's already doing too much to begin with. So if you ask me, Rich the Kid is for everybody.
I mean, I agree with you. I think he divorced the girl that you're talking about that was in the twerk team or whatever. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he divorced her. And yeah, I'm not saying that Tory Bricks on any level is any better because she's not. I feel like, especially when you know you're a beautiful woman, you try to put effort into your body and your looks and all that, to go get dogged out and cheated on by a Negro that you probably wouldn't even talk to if you didn't have a little bit of money is trifling too. So I
Yeah.
mean, I definitely agree with that as well. Like, I don't think that she's in any type of better position. Like I said before, I don't look highly on either of them. I think both of them are equally stupid. I don't have no. I'm not one of them women that think if you stay, you just. They're both bad, in my opinion. I don't respect either one of them. I think they're both goofy women, and I think that that's the reason why men are so entitled, and out of pocket right now because women allow men to do whatever they want to do, and women accept it all. You got women that accept any type of mistreatment, any type of okey doke just for some money. So they already making men feel like they can treat women any type of way if they got some money. Then you got women that let men treat them all type of ways as long as they come home at the end of the day, which is trifling too. Because why in the world are you making this man feel like his presence is all of that? That you need to accept all of that just for him to be around. Like, so I don't know. Both of them are crazy to me. I don't respect either of them. Let me keep going. Go ahead, Monica. Hey, how you doing, sis?
Hey sis, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Um. Well, I barely listen to her music. Um. How I feel about this situation is, like I said, like what everybody else said, they both stupid. Like it's just more of who is more dumber at the end of the day, and it always equates to I don't know. They're gonna try to see who. To me, they just playing who's more dumber at the end of the day, and both of them are equally just as stupid. I mean. Come on. Like Summer Walker could have damn near any man known to mankind. Even the other woman could have any man known to mankind. But why be with a man like this? Why trying to fight for a man like this? Like, he ain't gonna do nothing to you by the end of the day. Who knows? He might find a Kylie Jenner looking B, and then both of y'all up here doing all this back and forth on social media being stupid while he's getting sloppy toppy from a Kylie Jenner looking girl. Like, trust, like, usually y'all not the only two. There's more. It's just the more are not going back and forth. That's it. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. But pretty much to me, they just playing who could be more of the dumb bitch.
All right, I got you. I got you, Monica. I appreciate you. All right, let me go up here to let's see here. Amber Love. Go ahead, Amber Love. Oh, sorry. I accidentally muted you. I was trying to unmute your mic, sis. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, you can hear me now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, perfect. Hey, Trigger. I just want to say I agree with what everybody's saying. I think they're both silly. And just to add on to Monica and Layla, yes, I feel like Tori can find somebody else, but I feel like that also applies to Summer. Like, Summer, you acting like you don't have no money. Like, you got yourself in this high caliber. You can find, if your purpose is to be finding a trick, you can find a trick that you don't have to be a side chick to. That's what I'm saying. Like, you could find a man that could just spend money on you, like, so I just feel like Summer Walker, I'm finally over it myself.
Sorry, y'all. I thought I was just a talking. I didn't realize that I was still muted. I just said thanks so much, Amber. I appreciate you, sis. And then I was saying that Summer Walker is a famous singer. She's getting money. She has the ability to take care of herself and take care of her children. She doesn't need a man to trick on her. This is nothing but low self-esteem and pick-meism, because I think a lot of people don't want to admit that side chicks, women like that, are pick-me's deep down inside. They get pleasure out of feeling like they have a one-up on another woman, supposedly, even though they don't, because they're getting played just like the other woman. But they want to feel like, oh, I know something that she doesn't know. Oh, he's coming over here to me, da 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 da, to make them feel better than another woman. And that's the definition of like pick meism, male centered behavior, all of that type of stuff, allowing a man to use you on his own terms. You can't be more of a mammy than that, allowing a man to use you on his own terms. You know what I'm saying? It's absolutely ridiculous. And I really do feel like if you entertain somebody that has a man, if you entertain somebody that has a woman, excuse me, you have no self-esteem at all. And either you have no self-esteem, or either you're a soulless gold digging 304, or both. You know what I'm saying? Either or. Cause what really are you doing? But let me keep going. Like, Gabrielle, you have something to say? And
Yeah,
also, once again, I just want y'all to know the women that stay are also equally stupid and idiots and low self-esteem and pick-me's and male-centered babies as well. Because why would you stay with a man that's playing in your face? Get you some self-esteem, put your big girl panties on, and leave that man. He ain't the only man in the world if you need one so bad. And if not, you can be by yourself. There's nothing wrong with being by yourself either. But go ahead, Gabrielle.
yeah, good evening. I definitely do think it's pick meism. I mean, I'm just looking at the screenshot where it says Summer Walker calls out Tory Bricks, and I'm just curious as to what she's getting out of telling the other woman you're never going to leave. It just seems like I don't understand like what she is gaining from saying that. I mean, but at the end of the day, I do think both of them have pick meism going on, because it's like, why stay married to a guy who's cheating? I've heard some people say, oh, well, the wife always gets like the money and the finances, and like if he passes away, she's gonna get everything. It's like, yeah, but still, like, you're staying with a guy who's putting your health at risk, like, who doesn't respect you. It just doesn't seem, like a worthy trade. It doesn't seem like a great thing to do. Like, I do think she could find a different guy, or even just be single. I do think being single and or being with a guy who's a genuinely a good guy is better than being with a guy who's going to cheat and, triangulate you against another woman. And as far as Summer Walker goes, I do think it is pick meism, because it's like, what is she gaining from telling that man's wife that? It's like, the whole thing about like, oh, getting with another woman's husband to somehow have a one up on the other woman. It's like, but what are you getting? Like, what are you gaining from that? Like, how are you benefiting? What is the reason or the motivation for doing that? So yeah, I mean, I think I
probably agree with everyone on the panel and the host, obviously, about it being pick meism, and neither one of them are really, winning anything in this equation, in my opinion.
All right, all right. I got you, Gabrielle. I think it was Courtney. Come on now, Courtney, in the comments. You said that there are worse things that a man can do besides cheating. I just want to know what. I mean, other than beating you, you know what I'm saying? That's of course number one. And like if you had children, you know, that man touching your kids or something like that. But other than that, I don't know what's worse. Cause I think all three of those offenses, like a man, he should be gone. Cheating, beating, and like chomos and things like that, PDF files. I I don't know. Um, that's the worst for me. Oh, you said that man. You said that man. Okay, I got you. I got you, Courtney. Aries goddess. You said everyone always has something to say about how an Aries moves. I don't know what you mean by that. Can you tell me what you mean by that? I don't know what you mean. Okay, let me go down here. I'll start from the bottom to the top again. Hey, Jasmine, did you have anything to say, sis? You there, Jasmine? Maybe she walked away or something like that. I don't know. Oh, you said she's in the store. Okay. All right, then I'll go up here next to Layla. Did you have anything to say, Layla, sis?
I'm curious into what does Tory Brooks do for work?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. The only thing I've ever seen her, I think she's like an Instagram, model and like influencer and stuff.
Because
You
people
know,
say that she's not messing around with Rich the Kid for the bag, because wasn't she messing around with Young and May before him?
I think that's what I heard. She might be staying there for the money too. I think she is because he's not particularly attractive. So she probably trying to get some money too.
He's the problem because he's tricking on everybody. And I think he was with Dream Doll at a point too. And Ella Bands and her sister was gonna fight her over that. There's a lot going on with Rich the Kid. He's outside.
Yeah. I mean, I can't say that you're wrong. Can't say that you're wrong. Would you finish this?
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh, okay. All right, I got you. I'll come back to you. Let me see. Let me go up here again to Monica. You have anything to say, Monica? She might be somewhere too. You there, Monica? If not, I'll go back down here. Or
Yeah.
I think. Oh, you there? Okay, okay.
Okay, so with this new information, he's not for the streets, he's for the highways. Um, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna say over. Yeah, that man is for the highway system. Okay. All right, Mr. 70. Um, yeah, and that's the thing, it's like now they trying to see who could trick who he could trick off more, if that's the competition they're going with. And to me that is like kind of sad and comical at the same time. To me, that's kind of sad and comical at the same time. So I'm just going to get on social media and just get my kikis out of this, and basically let the worst train wreck begin. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
All right, all right. I got you. Monica. All right, let me see. Jasmine, are you ready? Or are you still in the store? I think she might still be in the store, so I'll keep going. Okay. All right, no problem, Jasmine. I'll come back to you, sis. It's no problem. All right, let me go over here to Amber. Amber Love. Did you have something to say, sis?
No, not really. I'm really just disgusted. Like it really is giving bird brain. And Aries goddess in the comments. I'm an Aries too. Don't be speaking for all of us. We all don't move like this. So yeah, that's all I had to say.
Oh, okay, okay. You had to make sure you did the disclaimer out there.
Yeah, for all the Aries.
I feel you. I feel you. All right, let me go up here to Gabrielle. Miss Gabrielle, did you have anything to say?
Yeah, I just wanted to add that and this is just my opinion about relationships, I just do genuinely feel like if a man is not adding to your life, that then you really should not deal with him. And I don't think this man is adding to either one of these women's lives. He's definitely not adding anything of value to Summer Walker. And like, even with his wife, I mean, if some people will make the argument that he's bringing, I guess, finance to her because I'm sure he has assets or whatever. But even with that, it's like she has the ability, his wife does have the ability to, work and have assets of her own and not, remain legally tied to a man who is cheating on her. And someone in the comments said that he was violent towards Tory Bricks, I believe. Someone in the comments said that. So that in and of itself is reason to leave even without the cheating. But I just, like, I mean, online I see so many horror stories, relationship horror stories, and 9 times out of 10 the man is in the wrong. And it just seems like at this point, if he's not adding and actively pouring into you and making your life better, there's no reason to entertain him. And I think both of these women would honestly be better off without whoever this man is, especially since we know that he is a perpetrator of domestic violence. But yeah, that's just my opinion. And I think it's really, sad and unfortunate.
All right. I got you, Gabrielle. I will say that I just feel like, men are gonna men. Okay, a man is always gonna man, and that's something that we should understand. But I think that we as women, we can control our, reactions and choices and decisions and all of that. And I really do feel like women have got to stop lying to themselves when all of these women are being lied to and being manipulated. The side chick is being manipulated and lied to and used and taken advantage of. The woman who stays is being manipulated and lied to and taken advantage of. And both women are at the whim of this man, and he's able to play games with them. So neither of these women are better than the other, even though I do see a lot of times side chicks seem to act like because they're not there at the house with that man and that he sneaks and comes to see them, they're in some type of superior position when they are not. And I think that's the way men get over on women, is triangulating women against each other and telling one woman one thing to make her feel superior and telling another woman another thing to make her feel superior, while he thinks both of them ain't nothing. And that's really something we got to think about, honestly and truly. I really think that women have got to stop letting men manipulate them. And to see a man that looks like he probably has a sixth grade education, to allow a man like that to manipulate you, absolutely crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. Crazy. Yes. All right, let me go up here to Courtney. Go ahead, sis.
Hey, how's everybody?
Hello.
I think that we have all kind of been poisoned by the every man cheats narrative, that we have been made to feel like we have to accept that. Everybody's seen the thing, you want to cry in a Bentley or you want to cry in a Honda. It's like all of these things where it's like they just excuse men for everything. A lot of us are raised by a generation of women who were listening to Betty Wright, seeing it's better to have a piece of man than to have no man at all. All of our Black movies have that same trope. They'll show us this very successful Black woman. She's got everything. She's the partner at her law firm. She's got the bomb car, best apartment, but she ain't got no man though, right? And so I think that a lot of women excuse men and just feel like, well, that's what he's going to do. So it's okay. I'll just accept this because at least he takes care of home, or, that mentality, or he knows where home is. Well, so disgusting. But, and two, I think that the side chicks begin to feel superior to wives, because in some reality, they do get a little bit better version of the man. Like, they don't have to worry about the day-to-day stuff, the household stuff, the whatever. All they do is shop, travel, eat, go out, have fun, have sex, and then be done with it. So she feels like she's getting a better end of the bargain. And I think too, it's like I gotta grow, but he's making these risks and these sacrifices to come be with me. And it is such a stupid and self-sacrificial way to live, but it is just what happens.
Okay, could you say that last part, that what you said, Courtney? I didn't hear you. I'm sorry, sis.
Which part?
You were talking about something about self-sacrificing.
Yeah, it's a I said that they sometimes feel like this competition, right? Like I'm better because he's sacrificing to come and be with me. They feel irresistible or something. They feel better because yeah, he's got a wife at home, but like he's sneaking around just so that he can see me. And it's such a self-sacrificial way to live, you know.
Oh, okay. I got you. Let me say this, you guys. I feel like women that will tell you that like all men cheat, right? They'll be like, oh, all men cheat, but you always see them up under a man. That is a very, very, very big indicator that that woman is a pick me and a male centered mammy. Because if you think that all men cheat, then why are you up under any of them? Why isn't that a deal breaker for you, sister? Because for me, that's a deal breaker. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's something that we as women should really, really, really think about. And all men don't cheat. I know nobody's gonna believe me, but I've been married 16 years and we don't do any of that. He doesn't, I don't, we don't. Now, my first husband, he did, and that's why he's my first husband and he's gone in the past. And I really think that the more women would hold themselves to some type of like, you know, standards like that for men and really stand behind it and not allow men to bamboozle them into thinking, oh, he's a man, he needs variety, he can't help it. Like you knowingly push forth the encouragement of men to behave in that way when you don't make it a deal breaker for yourself. Or you're a side chick and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna go ahead and be save me as Pizza Hut, like Summer Walker said. You know what I'm saying? Or when you stay like Tory Bricks. Like all of these things encourage men to feel absolutely comfortable and being horrible individuals. So I really do think that the more women that would stand for something and make cheating an absolute deal breaker, the better off everybody would be. But so many women have indeed been brainwashed by the ideology that all men cheat, that they still want a man, that they accept these no good losers. And also, by the way, blocking their blessing of finding a man that doesn't cheat because God, if you believe in God, I do, is not going to send you anybody while you're wrapped up in a whole bunch of mess and foolishness. So he's not gonna. Why would he send you somebody good that's doing this and the third when you over here with this no good cheating pookie? Like it's just not gonna work like that. So yeah. I don't know. I guess maybe I didn't have too much to say about this, y'all. I just wanted to talk about it real quick because I thought it was like absolutely crazy. You know what I'm saying? That a woman that is an accomplished singer and talented artist that's making her own money, getting her own bread, is out here begging a knick-knack for attention and asking him to save her, and his phone is Pizza Hut. Like, that's embarrassing. And if this woman is doing that, imagine what the average everyday woman is doing that doesn't have access to the resources that she does. Like, honestly. Let's see here.
And
Somebody.
the saddest one of all of them is the ones that let their man gets caught cheating and they go make that dual Facebook account. I just
Oh, yeah.
I just want to fly off the handles when I see that. Like, oh my God. Announce it to the world, girl.
Yeah,
Thank
I know
you.
exactly what you're talking about too. Yeah, I always thought those were just cringe too. Like, what are you
The
doing?
most cringe, the absolute cringe. Like, oh my God.
It's like, what are you doing? Why do y'all have that? Yikes. I think this person up here, Yoli, you wanted to say something, sis? Go ahead.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
I have a different perspective from everybody else. I am not the wife that does not hold the husband accountable. Absolutely not. But I do think I do blame side chicks as much as I blame the husband. There's too many free ding dongs out here for women to mess with men that are married. And I also have the mentality that if there were no side chicks for these married men, it might force these men to get the help that they need to figure out why they want to be a cheater in the first place. And it kind of goes both ways. For the man, I think we have a lot of broken men who get into marriages and relationships and they're broken and they have things that they need to resolve. But then also for the side chicks, they have things that they need to resolve. And it's almost like a band-aid and they're coexisting and they're feeding the toxicity off of each other. And then you do have the wife that's hurt. I don't blame any woman that stays, especially if she has children and they have a family. I don't blame any woman for that. I'm sorry, I don't. I will never blame any woman for trying to keep her family together. But I do feel like there's a limit to where they need to say enough is enough and they need to move on with their lives. But I feel like it's broken people that are hurting other people because they're broken. I feel like the side chicks are broken because why would you want to be a side chick? Like someone said earlier, those benefits only go but for so long. And then why would you want to be a man that risks your entire family, your empire, the foundation of your entire family, to be out there with some other woman who is not respecting the covenant that you made in church? So that's just my perspective. It's too much free ding dong out here for women to mess around with married men. If everybody respected boundaries, we would not have situations like this happening all of the time.
All right. I got you, Yoli. I'll just say this. I just believe that a lot of course, side chicks are terrible. And, of course, men that cheat are terrible. But my thing is that if your husband made a vow and a covenant with you and he broke it, what about the marriage would you want to save and try to put back together when he's already destroyed everything? He's put your life at risk. He could give you a disease that you can't get rid of, or give you, diseases that come from skin to skin contact that still can happen if you use protection and all of these other things. So I don't understand the idea of wanting to keep your family together, because you don't have a family, because he doesn't respect your family. So why would you want to keep that together? And I think that right there of a woman wanting to keep something together that a man is actively trying to destroy is problematic for women. And I think that's rooted in insecurity and also rooted in low self-esteem, because why are you fighting for something that the man that's in the union with you doesn't want to save? Because if he wanted to save it, he would have never did it in the first place. You know what I mean? I just feel like, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like that's just another way to give a man a pass, because men don't listen to what you say, they listen to your actions. So you can tell them, hey, I don't like the fact that you cheated on me. This is wrong, da 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 da. But if you accept him back in your bed and in your life, then you're telling him with your actions that that's okay to do to you, because the action would be is to get rid of him. And if we talking about covenants, I don't know if you mean like from like a religious perspective or whatever, like the number one only thing that you're supposed to be able to leave somebody for is that. So that means that that's very serious. And he broke up your family, not you. You know what I'm saying? But I do think that side chicks are bad, like I said. But I think that men are no better, and I do think that women that choose to stay with somebody gravely disrespecting them like that have some internal work to do. Because if you really respected yourself, you wouldn't stay. But yeah. Or did you want to rebut that, Yoli? You unmuted.
Yeah,
Did you want to rebut?
I
Go
agree
ahead.
with a lot of what you're saying. But again, at the same token, if I choose that I do not want to disrespect my covenant and I don't want to leave and I don't want to work on it, I'll never judge a woman for wanting to work on her marriage and wanting to stay, especially if she has children. I just won't. I don't think it's the right of anybody to tell you what to do. When you have made a covenant and you haven't broken it, it's your choice to stay in it or to leave it. Like in my situation, just to be very transparent, I left mines. But I'm not going to judge another woman if she wants to stay and work on their relationship. And again, like I said, I feel like there's a lot of brokenness in people. And sometimes I do feel that a man can really love his wife and step out and mess up. But what I feel at the same time is if collectively we had enough respect for each other to not cross those bounds, it will force everybody in the circumstance to go get the healing that they need to get. But there's no boundaries. There's no respect, whether it's girlfriend, boyfriend, whether it's husband and wife. It just seems like all of the boundaries have disappeared. And that's where we're having a lot of problem. And I feel like in our community in general, that's why there's a lot of broken homes. That's why there's a lot of domestic violence in relationships, because people do not respect boundaries anymore. And yes, it was a covenant between my husband and myself, but like myself, I'm not going to disrespect someone else's covenant that they made under God. I'm just not going to do that. So if we all had that type of respect for each other, I feel like a lot of people's relationships would be a little more successful, and it would allow the opportunity for everyone to be more accountable with their actions if we respected each other's boundaries. I think it's tomfoolery for you to sit there and say, you talked about low self-esteem. Absolutely. Absolutely, there was a time where I did not have the self-esteem that I needed to in the relationship because of the cheating. But to sit there as a side chick and say, put me in the phone as Pizza Hut, that is absolutely, she has no investment, is what I'm trying to say. She has no investment except whatever he's trying to sell her. So I do look at the side chick differently than I look at the wife, because you have invested in this relationship and you may not be ready to let go. Like, I got to the point where I was ready to let go. But side chick,
Yoli,
was
I have
gross.
a question for you. You
Yeah.
said that you don't look at the side chick the same way that you look at the wife, but do you look at the husband in the same way that you look at the side chick?
Absolutely. And that's why I eventually left them. Yes. I'm not that wife that just jumped on the woman and cussed the woman. No, 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 no. You guys are both equally disgusting. And my husband does have more responsibility, because again, we did make that covenant. We have the children, we have the house, we have everything together. So he is more responsible for me and how he handles the relationship. But at the same time, it's just low bar, low class behavior. It's too much single penis out here for you to feel like you want the next one. And in my circumstance, it was a weird circumstance where it's like we were in this woman was invisible competition with me. And she finally felt like, oh, I one upped you. It's like, girl, we was in an invisible competition with each other. Stop thinking that you're better. Somebody said it earlier, you're not better than the wife because he's sneaking off to see you. If you were better than the wife, then you wouldn't be a secret in the first place.
All right, all right. I got you. I got you, Yoli. I'll just say, just to, I guess, a quick rebut that I just feel like the covenant thing. I feel like when y'all are in a marriage, you know what I'm saying, and your husband cheats, then the covenant is broken. Whether you're the one that did it or not, it's still broken. Now, you may not want to step out and do the same thing that he did, but it's already broken. It's already not there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just think that when we give these excuses to men about like broken and this, that, and the third, I just feel like those are once again enabling terms that enable men to continue to do what they do to women without consequence. And I just feel like in no way, shape, form, or fashion do I respect women that stay with cheaters. I don't. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do, but I don't respect women that do that, because I think that you're weak, and I think that that means that you love a man more than you love yourself. And if you have kids and you stay, then you love that man more than you love yourself or your children. Because if you loved your children, you would give them an example of a mother that has self-esteem and can show their children the ways to not be treated and the ways to be treated. And that's not to be cheated on. But that's just my opinion. Go ahead, Gabrielle. And then I'm going to go up here to, I think it's Deji.
Yeah, thank you. I think the lady who was up here just dropped, but I really did want to respond. I had so much to say about it. I really feel like the whole, oh, there are a lot of men who have brokenness in certain relationships and that's why they cheat. I really feel like that's kind of giving men an out, because at the end of the day, men are human beings and they have the capacity to work on themselves. If he's so broken that he can't be faithful to his wife or his girlfriend or his fiance, then just stay single and work on yourself before you commit to someone. Like I really just feel like a lot of what the lady up here was saying was kind of giving men an out. She also said that, oh, I do think that a man can love his wife and cheat on her. No, he can't. Like, cheating, if a man cheats on you, he does not love you. That is not my opinion. That is a fact, because at the end of the day, he chose cheating over the vow that he made to you. So I just feel like, respectfully, a lot of what she was saying, it really did seem male centered adjacent, because it's like, why are we giving cheating men justifications by saying that they have brokenness? Someone in the comments said they're emotionally infantilized. Like, that really is infantilizing men. That's like letting him off the hook in a way, but doing it in a very covert way that's not as obvious. I mean, it just bothered me so much to hear that. I mean, and just when she was saying that, oh, if your husband, yeah, I believe that, like, a husband can love his wife and cheat on her. No, he can't. Like, I do agree with her about, like, a lot of people who are broken are getting into relationships, but it's like, if you're that broken, then it's like, just stay single and work on yourself and become a more evolved person. And when you do, you probably will attract a healthier partner. Yeah, I do agree that she was a covert pick me. Someone said that in the comments. I think it's very much pick meism to give cheating men an out. It's very much pick meism to say that, um, that a woman who leaves a cheating husband is breaking her covenant. No, the man broke the covenant. The man who cheated broke the covenant. And I'll just land with one more thing. If a man is so broken or so unevolved that he can't be faithful, then he needs to be single and he needs to work on himself. And yeah, thank you. I just wanted to get that out there, and I'll land my plane.
Okay, no problem, Gabrielle. And you brought up a great point because I forgot to even address that. Yes, that BS that women will tell you or men will tell you, oh, a man can love you and cheat on you. No, he cannot. Cheating is abuse. Somebody smiling in your face and lying to you and then going to put their private parts inside of somebody else and come back and get in your bed and smile at you like they ain't did nothing wrong does not love you in the slightest. And the only women that believe that are women that are cool with getting cheated on. That's how they go to sleep at night. He loved me. He really do love me. I know that he been gone all night. It's 4 a.m. right now. He's doing Lord knows what. But I know that when he comes in the house at 8:45 and says, where's my breakfast at? He loved me though. No, he doesn't. Ma'am. Yeah, that was crazy. I did forget to address that. But let me go over here to Daisy. Let me know if I'm saying your name correctly. If I'm not, let me know. Sorry about that.
Yes, ma'am. It's Deji. Hey, ladies.
I,
Hey,
hey,
chat. Hey, ladies on the panel. So I just wanted to chime in and give my POV because I was in a similar situation. Well, not on like a side chick. I don't consider myself the side chick, but it was a misunderstanding earlier this year that I had. So I happened to link with this person who I had linked with before, this guy. And long story short, I feel like he like only linked with me to triangulate me with his girlfriend, who he told me that he wasn't with anymore at the time. So that's the only reason why I even hung out with him in the first place. But somehow I'm not sure, like his girlfriend saw our text thread together because we had met up and went to out to eat to a restaurant nearby, and that was that. Had only linked with him one other time, like a year before that or something like that. And I was really appalled because somehow I think that he gave her my information because somehow she found my Instagram and her friend found my Instagram, and they were both like kind of cyberbullying me over just linking with him out to eat, calling me like all these 304s and all of that, talking about, oh, I shouldn't be with a guy who's in a relationship. And mind you, he didn't say that they were still together, or else I wouldn't have even entertained the situation. So it was completely out of left field. And I was just surprised that they had so much smoke for like me and not like actually leaving the guy. I was like, wow, like, why are you guys so mad at me when you should just be leaving him? But then the girlfriend was telling me about all this stuff about how he had cheated on her like so many times in the past, and apparently how she's like pregnant now and all this stuff, and how she can't leave, and she can't leave now because she's like with child, and like surely he loves her because she's with child and stuff. And I'm like, well, clearly he like doesn't care about women in general, because he wouldn't have done that to me, and he wouldn't have done that to you. And then you're dragging along your best friend. So I think it's really interesting when these situations play out and it's just the women going amongst each other instead of just leaving the man, because at the end of the day it gives the men like a huge unnecessary ego boost, thinking that like they're hot stuff when they have these women in these situations
all
unnecessarily.
right, I got you. Yeah, and I definitely agree with you. I definitely agree with you. All right, thank you so much, Deji. All right, let me go up here to Jay. Go ahead, Jay. You there, Jay?
Hello.
Okay. Hiller.
I only have 2 minutes. Oh, okay. Um, I was, I was, I was
I thought
gonna.
you were a man. I never give the men as much time as I give the women. Go ahead, sis.
Period. Period. That's your sister. Okay, so I'm very glad to be on the live, and I was gonna say, I was gonna respond to the prompt as side chick versus the woman who stay. And honestly, the reason why I have an issue with the woman who stays is just because of her um Male centeredness. And I want to reiterate this, that male centered women are dangerous. Not only are they dangerous to themselves, they're a danger to the entirety of womanhood. Even what happened with the T app is because of male-centered women. These women are dangerous. That is exactly why I have like an issue with the women who stay for like very shallow reasons. I just feel like, girl, I think you need to re-evaluate what you consider a marriage, because it no longer exists. Okay. And for the side chick, I have I have an issue with the woman who stays, but for the side chick, I look at you as evil. That's how I look at you. I look at you as an active supporter of abuse. As a feminist myself, when we hold people accountable that saw things, or they were around the arena and then they did nothing. So for a side chick to be the active causer of the issue, I think you are such an evil demonic spirit. And I'm not even religious. I'm not even religious. I just don't like you. How, like, the fact that you can do that to a fellow woman, and with a man of all objects to exist, a man, well, that's what I have to say about the prompt. I was even scared, like I can't respond to the prompt because of the Summer Walker person. But just the quote that I see here, "You're never going to leave," is right, because these people, the woman who stays, has very little self-respect. She does not care about herself. She does not care about people that are around her. She does not care about anything but her own man, and it's going to be her own downfall. Period. And also, thank you for the wonderful host. Thank you for the prompt. Thank you for all the wonderful girls in the comment section. And I love you all. Bye.
All right, I got you. I got you. I appreciate you, Jay. Appreciate you, sis. Definitely agree with the stuff that you were saying as well. Let me go up here next to yes. Yes, I am a baddie. All right, go ahead, sister.
Hey, I just want to let you know I do be watching your content on YouTube, and I really like your content. I be agreeing with
Thank you.
everything. Yeah, everything you be saying, I be like, yes, you hit it right on the nail. But for Summer Walker though, I really feel like, because I had just got back from the video that she posted on Instagram, and I was like, Summer Walker is really a bird. Like I'm like, you over here trying to gaslight this girl. You talking about why is she coming for me? Girl, why do you think she's coming for you? You over here messing around with her man. But I feel like both of them are birds, because it's like, first off, I think Tori, she been with this man for like years. Like, and she know this man constantly cheat on her. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you willing to stay with this man, you know this man cheat on you, so it's like, okay, it got to be a reason why you're staying with this man. Is because like he's supporting your lifestyle. Like she said though, she don't have a career, so of course he is supporting her lifestyle. Like, you know what I'm saying, he probably keeping it afloat. But for Summer Walker though, it's like, girl, why are you messing with this man? It's like, girl, you already got a lot going for yourself. What is the point of you even messing with this man? And it's like, that's the one thing I really hate about side chicks. It's like, you really want to come for the girl, the main woman, and you ask like, oh, why she's coming for me? Girl, why you think she's coming for you, girl? You messing with her whole fiance. And I'm not like, taking up for neither woman, because like I said, both of them are birds. But I just feel like Summer Walker really aggravated me, and she triggered me. Like your name, you're triggered. She triggered me because it's like, I know it's a lot of women that like had to deal with side chicks. You know what I mean? And it's like, girl, like, you really gonna sit up here and gaslight this woman and say, why are you coming for me? It's like, what? But just overall, and like, just side chicks, they aggravate my soul. It's like, I feel like some side chicks, they feel like they're better than the main chicks is because they're not having to deal with the man the whole time. Like, they feel like, oh, I'm getting more benefit because this man, he already a cheater, he already a liar, he probably give me money on the side too. You get what I'm saying? It's probably like they feel like they're getting more benefit, but it's like, no, you still like a bird. And it's like, I'm from Detroit, so I don't know if y'all heard that Cash Doll song where she was like, these niggas for everybody. Like how
Yep,
she did
yep,
like the
yep.
side chick, how she did like the side chick and the main chick, and the side chick really thought that she was better than the main chick because she didn't have to deal with the man. And it's like, nah, like you a whole bird. And that's what Summer Walker really made me think of when I seen her video. Cause I'm like, girl, you think you better than this girl, but it's like you really not, because like you said, this man is dealing with multiple women. And it's like, girl, you not scared of STDs, STIs? Like, what's going on here? But I land my plane.
Yes, I got you, and I definitely agree with what you were saying. I definitely think Summer Walker, she has no excuse to be like this. And I think that once again, women that will say, like how she and Sexy Red said at that podcast, like all men cheat, all men cheat. They don't know anybody that don't cheat and all that other stuff, but you always see them up under a man. That lets you know that those are women that have no self-esteem and they prioritize having a man over their own self-respect. Because if you think all men will do a woman dirty, then how come I always see you heifers up underneath somebody, a man or somebody else's man? Why? Because you don't care. You don't care how you're treated as long as you're in a man's face. And like I said, a woman that has all of the resources that Summer Walker has, and also all of those children. I think Calandra said in the comments that she has 3 children under 5. The fact that you are focusing on somebody saving your name as Pizza Hut instead of your children, because I know you're not around them a lot due to your traveling and your career and all of that. I know that your time with them is limited and reduced. The fact that you're spending the other time that you have being somebody's side heifer is embarrassing, honestly. But this is what pick-meism, this is a form of pick-meism, and this is what you end up turning into, something like this, which is absolutely crazy. You don't want to be like this. All right, let me keep going to Miss Sierra. Go ahead, Sierra. Let me send you a request to turn your mic on.
Oh, is it working?
Yes, ma'am.
How you doing?
Hey, hey, hey.
Love your content, and I also watch your channel. I'm probably gonna piss a couple of y'all off up here, and that's okay because we all live different experiences. But for me personally, I just feel like I can't judge too harshly because I've been on both sides of the fence. I've been the woman who stayed, and I've also been, if you want to call it a quote unquote side chick. I think for me, as far as being a woman who stayed, my grandmother always told me everybody got their enough. And unfortunately, with certain women, they enough is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. Me personally, my enough, it ain't gotta take me that long. You know what I mean? And I think when I was staying, it was a matter of coming up with every excuse in the world as to why somebody else is choosing to do this, right? And I think as women, everybody gonna do what they want to do, how they want to do it, when they want to do it. Like, you are not responsible or accountable for nobody's actions. And it don't matter how much you put up with or how much you stay. You cannot reason in your mind why this person did it to you, and all you doing is making excuses for their behavior, and essentially, like y'all said earlier, not really giving yourself any self-respect. You know what I mean? So I think that's the lesson I learned. It was more so about having enough respect for myself to be like, yeah, nah, I ain't going for this, and I'm not doing another 3-4 years with this. So I'm just going to get up and get out your way, because clearly this is what you want to do. As far as my experience with being a quote unquote side chick, I know a lot of it had to do with the previous experience I had of being in a relationship and a man cheating. You know what I mean? It was kind of like, all right, at the time, him and his girlfriend apparently wasn't supposed to be together, and the agreement was, when y'all get back together, like, I'm up out of here. And of course, it never goes down like that. Of course, it never happens like that. Somebody catch feelings and don't want to leave or don't want you to leave, and emotions, sex, and all of the things get involved. But I think for me in that situation, it was mainly like, I didn't sign up for this. You know what I mean? Like, I signed up to get to know you. I signed up to hang out with you and chill with you while you was on your break and exploring your options. But it was never about to be, I'm staying with you while you have a girlfriend. So, I mean, again, like, I can't particularly judge too harshly because I've been on both sides of the fence. But I think ultimately it does come down to having enough self-respect for yourself to be like, yo, I'm not about to be in neither one of these situations, right? Like, I'm not about to be a man's side chick, and I'm also not about to be with somebody who don't respect me enough to not cheat on me.
All right, I got you. I got you, Sierra. I would say this. I would ask you a question. When you say that, like, and this is no judgment or whatever, I appreciate you sharing and everything. But my question is, and then maybe it don't have to just be to you, it could be to really anybody. But do you particularly think that the man that was cheating on you, if you did the same in turn to him, would he stay?
Absolutely the fuck not, which is why I also had to take into account of, if this was him, girl, you think he finna stay with you and, and watch you cheat on him every 5 seconds? Hell no. And I think that was also a part of my decision to be like, nah. Because I know if the shoe was on the other foot, you would be up out of here.
Okay, yeah, I got you. I got you. Yeah, that's what I think. I think that if more women would really look at it in that way, the reason why a man would not stay if you cheated, because he knows how terrible that is. He knows how much of a betrayal it is. He knows how much that means that his face is being played in. But he feels like because you're a woman, that you should accept your face being played in. And that's really what it is. Men wanting you to accept the type of treatment that they would never, ever accept coming from you. And I think that if you put that in perspective, that means that he doesn't respect you, then that will help you be able to really understand the deal. You know what I'm saying? Because why
Right.
would you, you know, you
And I
know
just
what
want
I'm
to,
saying.
one more thing. I know my time is up, but I did want
Okay.
to, yes, I know I'm a baddie. I do agree with her. And I will be honest, there is a sense of, I don't want to say like I felt like I was better than his girlfriend, or I felt like I was better than, whatever situation they had going on. But for me, it was kind of like, I don't have to deal with you Monday through Friday. You know what I mean? Like, I am the, hey, let's go get drinks, let's go hang out, let's go see a show, let's go, you know what I mean, go to the movies, let's go do our thing, freak off a little bit, and then I'm gonna go home. I don't have to deal with you all the time. And I think for me, it was a sense of like, this ain't my man. Like, you know what I mean? Like this, I'm just reaping certain benefits. I'm having my fun and I'm going on about my business. And though I did participate in somebody else's help, and I'm never not going to not take accountability for that. Though I participated in somebody else's hurt at the time, I wasn't thinking about it at all. I was really thinking about myself, like my happiness, myself, my temporary satisfactions. And I think ultimately when we start understanding that's what cheating is selfishness. You know what I mean? Like that's what being a quote unquote side chick is selfishness. It's you're not taking in consideration another woman at all. I know I wasn't. And I know I wasn't being considered when it was happening to me. The mindset at the time of that situation was also like Summer and them said, like, yo, I've been cheated on multiple times. This is the first time I participated in helping somebody cheat on somebody else, but it was kind of a space of like, they gonna do it anyway, so I might as well enjoy myself, enjoy my life, whatever. I don't have no ties to this man. I don't owe her nothing. It was very selfish. And looking back on it, it is a type of pick-meism. You know what I mean? Because I did have to tell him certain things and sweet talk him and make him think this shit is cool, when ultimately it wasn't, because we both was participating in somebody else's suffering.
All right, I got you. I got you. I just want women to know that if you're a side chick, even if you enjoy it, you're being taken advantage of, just like the other woman is being taken advantage of. Now, you may not internalize it and process it that way at the time, but that man is also taking advantage of you and playing in your face too. And he's using you to his own ends. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are being violated. Even if you don't even process it in that way, you're being violated just like the main chick or whatever is being violated. It's just that at that point, you're just too out of touch with reality to see that you're being used and abused and dogged out as well, being used as a man's plaything for him to use you at his own, beck and call. But Gabrielle, you had something to say? Was that you?
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say I really do think that, like, and I know I mentioned this earlier, but I really do think both positions are male centered, because it's like, even like even if you don't have ties to the guy, like just the fact that he is, with someone else, like it still does open you up to the risk of like STDs. And then in extreme cases, there have been situations of like either like the wife like physically attacking the other woman or vice versa. I mean, I'm not sure if you mentioned this in one of your lives, Triggered, but I think there was a recent story of this woman who broke into the home of either her husband's her husband's side woman, or it was some case of some woman breaking into another woman's home and like offing her because I think either her husband was involved or she was involved with the woman's husband. So I just feel like in these situations, it's like even if we take out the whole male center aspect, like it can actually be dangerous. Like there are people who have there are women who have like unalive because of this. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to throw that out there. I think that's a really important factor as well.
All right, I got you, Gabrielle. I think yes, I'm a baddie had something to say.
Yeah, I want to also say this because I was listening to Sierra talk. So I feel like a lot of women as well, like they'll say like, oh yeah, I'm with this man, like the side chick. They'll say, oh yeah, I'm with this man, but he not my man, and I'm gonna use him for whatever, like they're using him for like for money, a good time, or whatever. But I feel like in certain cases though, if you look at it, Summer Walker, she been dealing with this man for years, right? She obviously caught some feelings for this man because you over here, like she said, harassing the main chick or the fiance. It's going to actually lead. You could say, oh yeah, I'm using this man for money, trips, or whatever, but it's going to eventually lead to feelings. And I feel like, okay, this man can look at you like, sorry, my child is trying to use me as a playscape, but my like, what I say? I feel like side chicks, right? They'll say like, oh yeah, I'm using this man. But I feel like if you start dealing with a man for years and years, you're going to eventually start catching feelings. And like Summer Walker, she was over there trying to harass the fiance. You know what I'm saying? And then like, okay, it made me like, okay, yeah, I'm feeling the side chick a little bit. I kind of want to have her as a main chick. And you probably is going to go for it because you caught feelings for this man. You know what I'm saying? But he already looking at you like, I cheated on you with my girl, so I'm going to do the same shit. And I feel like people can say all day, okay, I'm using this man for whatever, but you're going to eventually catch feelings for the man. That's what I feel like. Not land my plane.
I think for me, I don't know if I could go, but did it freeze?
I think the host is on mute. I'm not sure, but
It got quiet.
Okay. I think for me, particularly in my situation, it wasn't years on years, but I do agree with yes, I am a baddie again. Like there were feelings definitely brewing, and there was a part of me that was like, all right, wait, slow down. Like everybody calm down. Because we ain't even supposed to be doing this. Two, we being reckless. I mean, there was situations
Hold on.
where
Oh, I'm sorry. I had stepped away from my phone. I just wanted to make sure you guys. Okay, go ahead.
there were situations where I felt like his feelings was, you know what I mean, like was becoming too much. Like I'm not your girl. So this controlling, manipulative, protected, like this quote unquote protectiveness you trying to have, or this control or this physical altercations with me you trying to have to control the situation, we not doing it. There were times where my feelings got over. I had to take a step back. Like I'm not his girl. Like Sierra, you doing too much. Like calm down, back up. You don't need to make sure he got this. You don't need to be doing this. Is not your role. You know what I mean? So a lot of lines get crossed and a lot of things get blurred when you dealing with people while they dealing with other people, and there's no boundaries or there's no clear understanding, or even if there is a clear understanding, your feelings and your emotions are not abiding by what that understanding is, right? For me, I could say my situation lasted 9 months, and that's all it needed to last, because it didn't need to last any more than that. But I could definitely, within those 9 months, I could definitely understand how things escalate and it could potentially go on for years and years and years. Because I feel like if we both didn't come to our fucking senses, like, hold on, shit getting too hectic, you need to go your way and I need to go mine, it definitely could have went on for a much longer time. Also in response, I think for me and certain other women, like a couple of other of my friends, it was given like I don't. I think sometimes we give men too much power, right? Like a lot of my decisions that I was making was based off of me and how I was feeling in that moment, right? Grieving, wanting to have a good time, just wanting to not have my mind on certain things and literally just trying to escape or use escapism as a coping mechanism. So I can say for me, none of my decisions were centered around a man. It was centered around what Sierra want, who Sierra is, and what Sierra want to have in that moment. And I wasn't letting nobody get in the middle of it. Not her, not him, not my mom, not sisters, not what nobody had to say. Like, I'm doing this because this is what I want to do. Right. So for me, my decisions were solely based off of me. I don't like to give men that too much power. I don't like to give men that much power. And though it wasn't right, it was definitely my decisions and my choices. I didn't need him to manipulate or emotionally abuse anything. I wanted what I wanted when I wanted it, and I was going to have it.
And I feel like a lot of women, like, I mean, okay, even though I was just bashing side chicks, like, I've been in that situation before too. So I kind of speak in another, another point of view as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like you said, like, they'll feel like, sure, wait for a second. I feel like women will feel like, yeah, why would I care about the other girl? Because, I feel like a lot of women think like, okay, they gonna do it anyway. Like you said before, like the man, he already gonna cheat on the girl anyway if it's not even me. So it's like, but still, I had to also learn that as well. It's like, I can't, hurt somebody at somebody else's expense. Like, that's
And not
kind of
have to
fucked up.
suffer the consequences, right? And not have to suffer the consequences for it. Because by no means, yes, I'm a baddie. That I've not. There were times where I'm like, I'm looking at him while we in the bed, like, bro, this fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
you
And I
don't
believe in
know
karma.
how I'm feeling. I'm feeling more remorse for your girl than you are. Like, hold the hell on. Like, what?
Yeah, and I believe in karma. I believe in karma like bad. Like,
Yeah,
I had
not
stuff
just
happen to me
yeah.
that's been karma. So I've been like, damn, I ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? That because that's fucked up. But I feel like because I think I seen somebody say like I would feel bad for the girlfriend, but like I said, the side chick in that case is not feeling bad for the girl because for one, you don't know her. And it's like, second of all, you getting what you get out the man. Like, you can be getting money, you can get trips, you can get whatever you get out the man. So it's like, why would you feel bad for the girlfriend? Like, the girlfriend, you don't know her. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's
I
nothing to feel
think
bad
for
about.
me, I felt bad for her because I was her. And it was a realization of, you know what I mean? It was a realization of like, bitch, not you becoming what happened to you. You know what I mean? Like, not you participating in another woman hurt. Like, you ain't just go through the same situation and feel the same pain and agony and depression that you ultimately about to put somebody else through, right? I don't know. I think sometimes, yes, I do believe it is very male centered, but I think we give men too much power and we not honest as women when we say sometimes as women we
Okay.
be on bullshit. Like, we be
All
on
right.
bullshit and we be wanting what we want and it ain't got shit to do with a man. It be
Right.
us.
Like I
Okay.
said, he can
Yeah.
get
Okay.
money.
Okay, you guys, I'm gonna interject right here. I just want to say this. Let me see. How can I say this without sounding judgmental? I honestly do believe that sometimes when you do things, you may not even be able to come to grips about why you're doing it. But honestly, I do believe that as a woman to shortchange yourself and put yourself in a position of disrespect and also put yourself in a position of knowingly hurting another woman. You know what I'm saying? There is something there that is prioritizing a man over everything else. And I also would like to say that we also have to be honest about the majority of men that are the type of men that are going to cheat on their girlfriend and be with you are not good men. So I know you're not getting anything satisfying out of the deal. I don't even believe the dick is satisfying because when you don't have a deep connection with someone, that's lacking as well, even there. So I this thing that like you're getting something, you're being empowered and you're having a great time with this guy that's playing in your face and somebody else's and he doesn't give two craps about you other than when can he give you the dick and drop you back off at the crib. I think that's a bit sometimes disingenuous because you're not getting nothing from that man at all. He don't care about you. He don't care about you. He don't like you. He don't love you. He's only there for one thing, and that's to give you some dick and to send you on your way. If he doesn't respect the girl that he's laid up with every day, he certainly doesn't respect you. He doesn't respect you. He doesn't care for you. He doesn't like you. And for you to be a woman knowing that, going in the door, that you're giving your body to somebody that could care less for you, that probably if you ran out of gas, he wouldn't come to even help you with a gallon of gas. That's male centered right there. Because why are you doing that? Why are you degrading yourself in that way? Why do you feel empowered that way? When you want to have your way, when you want to have fun, why is having fun being with somebody else's man and getting piped by somebody and sent on your way, knowing that you're like a dirty secret? What is that? Why don't you want to just be with your friends, with some girls, go get your hair done? Go to, you know what I'm saying? Abu Dhabi or something, and, have a great time with your female friends and kick it. Why is it that you want to lay up under somebody that's not yours, that has no care or concern for you? Because I can guarantee you, if the woman that he's with, that he says he wants to be with, he's not respecting her, he certainly don't respect you. He doesn't respect nothing. So it's like the type of man that has the character that will even do these things. I know you're not getting anything from him, because he's a morally bankrupt individual that he would do that in the first place. Any man that's willing to cheat with anybody is no good and has no worth in society at all. So you can't be getting that much from a man that's already empty inside. Like, I don't believe that. I don't, personally.
If I could respond to two things you said, I think I'm gonna speak from the girl who stayed, and then I'm gonna speak from the side chick. As the girl who stayed, when I was participating in it while he was doing it, and I knew he was cheating, right? Like, he was actively cheating, and I knew. As the girl who stayed or kept giving second chances or whatever, I was trying to reason in my head, like, what could be wrong and what could I fix, right? Like, as if I could fix this person. And like you said, a person that's doing that is morally bankrupt. He not really giving a fuck about neither parties. He only giving a fuck about himself. But as I was playing a role of a side piece, side chick, or what have you, and I can't speak for every woman, but my decisions didn't come from him. My decisions really came from me. And it took a lot of therapy, and it took a lot of self-realizations and a lot of honest truths to be like, girl, you don't respect yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you're not respecting yourself. You don't have any type of integrity about yourself. You are not loving yourself properly. And for you to settle for any parts of the situation, it's not giving you care about you. It wasn't really so much, oh, he's controlling or he's manipulating me, or because there were times where I had to really sit down and be like, what you doing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, where you going, or why you doing this, or why you feel like you need to do this, or okay, you can't go do this with somebody else. And when we would go do it with somebody else, it's like, nah, it's not as much fun with this other person who not in a relationship. I want to go back and do it with him. You know what I mean? So it's like, we all be in different stages and phases and emotions and down as dirty, grimy places in our lives at times. And if you ain't never been there, great, more power to you. God bless. But I know for me, I done been in some places and spaces that was like, yeah, we low right now. We're operating very lowly, and we need to figure out how we gonna rise. You know what I mean? And it don't really have nothing to do with a man. As a woman, it had everything to do with me and how I needed to look in me and figure out what was going on with me in order to be a better me.
Okay, I get what you're saying. I get you. I mean, like I said, I don't know. I can't really speak on that because, I know. When I was growing up, my mother was very hard on that. She was hard on like women that she always told me, don't let a man control you. Don't let a man. She was very, very I would say a female empowerment like that before that was even a thing. So I don't know. I never was a side chick to anyone. And I never, my first husband, that's the reason why he's gone now, is because he's a cheater, also a beater, but he's not here. I was just always taught that you don't let men play with you, because if you let a man play with you, then that's going to continue. And that how you let a man treat you is a reflection of how you think about yourself. And you can never love a man more than you love you. And if you let a man play with you, that's telling him that you love him more than he loves you. Or you love him more than wait a minute. You love him more than you love yourself. And you never want to let a man think that about you, because once a man thinks that and you show him that, he finna act crazier than you ever seen. You know? But go ahead, Kalandra, you there, sis?
Summer. Like, girl, you had us thinking you were over these men. Like, how did you get yourself? Summer Walker, she disappoints me every time because, first of all, we loved it on the track. When you gave us still over it, and you were calling them women bitter baby mamas, and then the same stuff they were trying to tell you about London, you came into that, and then for you to be out here with that girl's man, summer, and then like the part that really made me mad at her it was him and 20 other men. Summer, why do you want to be number 21 though? If you know he's sleeping with 20 other men, why do you want to be 21? Like, Summer! I like her music, but I will say Summer Walker is a pygmy. I will say that I do agree with that statement about her. The way how she be hanging around Chris Brown, and plus like how she was doing London on the Track, Baby Mamas, when she gave us Still Over It, I was like, Summer, like, the album bombed, but Summer, like, the women tried to tell her Summer Walker is not a girl's girl. I did say that earlier in the live, that she is not a girl at all. And yeah, like the way she act about men in general, it really gives that she don't love herself, and which is very sad because I thought she was very pretty. I think she's pretty now, but I do think she was like really pretty before she had all that work done. So it's really sad for her. Why did you?
You breaking
Why
up
is that?
some,
Like, you
Kalandra.
had us thinking you were over
You
these
breaking up,
men
Kalandra.
altogether. Yeah, my phone was acting weird.
All right, I'll wait for Kalandra.
Okay, how is it? How is it now?
You sound okay now.
But I just want to end this off by saying, in both situations, I feel like it just shows women don't love themselves and to do anything for a man. And I definitely agree with that because I done been in both shoes. Like, but I didn't love myself. So when I was letting my baby daddy cheat on me when I was pregnant, I was staying. I ain't love myself enough to get up and leave. And so I definitely think when a man knows a woman don't love herself, he gonna do her any kind of way. And Tori is an example of that, and Summer Walker is too.
All right. I got you. I think Jay had something to say. Go ahead, Miss Jay.
Hi, it's me again, and I was actually gonna comment on a few things. First of all, I do agree with Sierra that being a side chick shows that you have zero self-respect. But I also appreciate the host. I don't know what to call you, so I'm just gonna call you host. I appreciate the host for mentioning her upbringing. It actually made me feel a little bit more connected and understanding where you're coming from. Because I was actually gonna comment on something that the host had said earlier, that even when women don't know it, they are being victims of the men. And I wanted to disagree on that particular statement because I don't think that all women that have been side chicks are victims. I think it kind of, I know that we are trying to like decenter men, but it also takes away the blame from women. And I think, just like Sierra, we need to hold ourselves accountable. It is incredibly important that we hold ourselves accountable. I have seen women that their joy, it brings them joy to go around with married men, taking men. They prefer those types of men over single men. And if we call those ones victims, it doesn't make any sense. We have to call them what they are. They are perpetrating an evil behavior, a side chick behavior that we do not want, that we do not appreciate, and we do not accept as women. And we understand. No, I don't call them Jezebels, but I do understand like that mentality. I think we need to hold women accountable, just like we say, oh, when you're in the process of decentering men, you should hold your own personal accountability for what for the mentality you have, for the lack of self-respect, all those things that you had while you centered men. You need to have accountability for that, and then you need to grow from that. You should not all say, oh, all women are victims when they are side chicks, because it is not true. I do believe that there is a huge majority, especially those that don't know that they are side chicks, that are victims. But those that are actively searching for married men, I don't want to call them victims. So that's what I was gonna say.
All right, all right. I got you, Jay. All right, Gabrielle, you have something to say? Yeah. Hey.
Yeah. So, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. Or
Oh no, no, no. It's okay. Go ahead.
oh no, I was just gonna say. I think a few weeks ago there was actually a story of this woman who I guess was a side chick, and she went viral on TikTok because she was in the hospital. I guess she was pregnant by the guy who was married, and she was saying something to the effect of like she couldn't like get in touch with him or something, and she was asking like basically if she should call him, and it was like an entire thing, and people were basically saying like, oh, what did you expect, and now you're gonna have to like raise this baby on your own, why would you bring a kid into this mess? And then she was saying something about like calling the wife or something, and people were like, why would you, what are you expecting his wife to do? So I just feel like that in and of itself is like a cautionary tale of why side chickism is really not a good thing. I mean, that was just something that just like came to mind as I'm listening to all the ladies talk about this. Because I mean, when you are the side chick, you do run that risk, and like if you do get pregnant by that man, he is not going to be there for you. You're not going to have any financial protection. It's going to be you on your own. And then there's this whole thing of like some men only love their kids as much as they love the woman that they're like, they see that their kids as an extension of like the women who had the kids, which is like an entirely different conversation. But I just feel like that story of that woman who went viral for like being pregnant in labor, not able to get in contact with like the married man who impregnated her, that is just like a cautionary tale that I think is relevant here.
All right, I got you, Gabrielle. I say, I mean, my thing is that I feel like I don't give any grace to women that allow men to play in their face. And I mean like married women that stay with men that treat them all type of ways, bad ways. And I don't just mean cheating, like these goofy women that come on TikTok and talk about how their husbands just treat them poorly and all of this stuff, and they're still staying, or they make a video of them and their husbands violating them in the worst way, and then everybody calls it out, and then now they want to come up on TikTok and try to defend their man. I don't respect women like that. And I don't respect side chicks either. And my thing is that the majority of women, or even young women that are engaged into a side chick relationship, are not victims. They're women that either have low self-esteem, or most likely pick me women, male-centered women that don't care about the feelings of nobody, even themselves. And I think that, when we're talking about, because I know when I was 18, 19, 20. I knew what was wrong and what was right. And I knew that that wasn't the right thing to do, to be with somebody else's man, husband, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And also when I was 22, 23, 24, 25. And I think a lot of times we infantilize women. And we do this to men too, of course. But in this case, I'm talking about women, and make it seem like women are these victims and these men just bamboozled them. They didn't bamboozle you. You knew what the deal was. You knew what you was doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? You 20, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I remember being those ages, and I knew exactly what the heck was up. And any woman that was a side chick at those ages, you knew too. And I'm not giving you any grace for your age. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not going to do it, because you knew exactly that you know what's wrong from right. If a little baby knows they not supposed to be doing something, and you look at them and they know, you know too. Like, and it's really just that simple. But like I said, this is a part where, like I said, I don't have respect for either party. So I can't, and I don't think one party is worse than the other. I really don't. I'm sure some people think side chicks are the worst, but I don't. I think a woman that's a side chick is the worst. And I think a woman that chooses to stay and violate her own body and her own spirit and her own soul is also terrible. So I don't know. I can't get behind either demographic of woman that's engaging in this type of behavior. Oh wait, somebody had their hands up. Was that you, Sierra? You had something to say?
That was me.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, sis.
So I wanna talk to, who was the last person that talked? Jay? That was Jay or Gabrielle?
Yeah, I think that was.
I think it was me.
Okay, I think I want to talk to Gabrielle, and then I want to expound on what the host just said. Um, I know situations where it wasn't the quote unquote side, and I hate that word, because not because of any emotional ties to it, but I hate the word because I feel like the minute we found out about another woman, we automatically assume she was a side chick, not realizing situations and circumstances as to how things played out, right? Like, we just going based off of what it looked like. And me personally, I know girls who've been in whole ass relationships and they men living double lives and they claim they don't know. Or I know girls that been in situations where it's like, oh, I didn't know he was talking to 7 or 6 other girls until I started dealing with him. You know what I mean? Like, there are constant situations where the truth is not entirely being told in totality, right? So that's one. Two, there are a lot of times where it in my situation, it's not the woman trying to hold on. It's not me trying to hold on. It's actually me trying to get the fuck away from the situation, realizing I don't need to be in it, and he don't want to let go. You know what I mean? So it can be dangerous in every way, right? It can be dangerous towards the side chick, towards the main woman, as well as towards the man. I mean, this man was literally willing to go to jail behind not leaving me alone. You know what I mean? This man was literally willing to be arrested and possibly have to go to court for a restraining order just because he did not want to leave me alone. Um, I do want to talk about what the host was saying, though, about not having empathy for either party. And I do agree, right? Like, you do know what you're getting into to a certain extent, right? When we have situations where there are huge age gaps, when we have situations where people are not as experienced as the other party, when we have situations where people don't know exactly what they getting into until they get into it, a lot of people really don't know what they getting into, right? Like, a woman don't know she getting into a relationship with a beater or an abuser until she in it. You know what I mean? Like, a woman don't
I don't
know.
know. I got to interject there. I want to say I don't know about that either. Like I said, I feel like those, once again, are excuses that women make, because I have talked to, literally now over my course of this Black woman empowerment thing that I'm doing, thousands of women, and 99.999% of women that have issues with cheaters or beaters have seen some type of red flag in advance that they chose to ignore. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think that. I think a lot of times people are not true to themselves, and they ignore things that they see. They ignore their intuition. They ignore the things that are right in front of their eyes because they want to be with that man,
Can
and
I
they want to
ask,
be with him more than
not to
that.
cut you off, but can I
Oh
ask
yeah,
you?
wait a minute. And also, I wanted to respond to what you said about the guy wanting to go to jail and all of that about you. And I think that that's also something that women look at and internalize, as that means that that man cares about you in some type of way, or that means that he really wants to be with you or something like that. That doesn't necessarily mean that. And most of the times that's not what that means. That means that that man is unstable. He has issues with possession, and he also has issues with his ego.
In
So it's
control,
not really
absolutely.
you. It's about losing control of something that he thinks that he's entitled to. So that doesn't, that's like literally has nothing to do with you and what he perceives you to be, whether he likes you or cares for you. That's strictly all about him. It has nothing to do with you at all. Like, not
Absolutely.
even a
And I
bit.
didn't think it did at all. I just knew the shit was crazy and it was time to get out of it. So I don't want to mince my words at all. I don't think I was a token as to why he was willing to do all of these things. I think it was crazy as hell. And he wasn't realizing the situation and why I needed to stop, because you willing to go through all of this when we need to just stop. So that I don't want to mince my words or get confused at all. I don't think I was a trophy because he was willing to be a fucking psychopath. Um, but my question to you is this: you said earlier that you were with a cheater and an abuser. So when I said that certain women don't know they're with an abuser until they're in it, in any
Oh no, I
time that
knew.
you were
I knew.
in any,
I knew.
okay, so when it first happened to you, right? Like, when the hand first went across your face, or the hand first went against your neck, or when, was it a shock to you that somebody was actually putting their hands on you?
Okay, well, let me say this. I think I've said this before. Well, I don't, you might not have heard this. I was
Mm-hmm.
raised extremely religious. I was completely sheltered. I didn't have any experience with men at all. Never had even kissed anybody. I waited to have sex until I got married. So I didn't know this man at all in any way, shape, form, or fashion. So my situation is different from most people because I was raised in a cult and I wasn't around people. So me coming in contact with him is different. Like, you know, so your experiences and mine were probably different because you probably had more experience than I did in relationships with men. But I will say that that instance with him marrying him and the experience that I had with him, the first time I got wind to him cheating, he was gone and never to return. And I've never had that experience again. Never had anybody play with me like that because I learned my lesson. Because, like I said, I've always been a very good person that was good with intuition. I just was so sheltered. So I saw things that looked to be suspicious to him, but I just couldn't really recognize it the way even though I knew that there was something wrong, I couldn't see it the way I could being the way that I was after that because I had literally no experience in anything at all. So I
Right.
was in a different
And
situation than someone else.
and that was my only ease. You know what I mean? Like that was my only point that I guess I was trying to make, or that was my only ease or segue for ease to have some type of, I guess, grace, because a lot of times
No, I still don't give
the
grace. I
young
still don't give grace. No,
wait a
no, no,
minute.
no, no, no.
I'm
I'm
talking
gonna
about
finish what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm gonna say no, I don't believe in giving grace. I didn't give grace to myself. Like I said, I saw things. I should have realized that, and I should have never even entertained that situation in the first place. But I did, and I
Mhm.
paid the price for that. I don't believe in giving grace, and I definitely don't believe in giving grace. Even if we give grace to women that made a mistake in choosing the wrong man one time, everybody makes a mistake. Players mess up, but if you're
Mhm.
having more than one experience with a man that's negative after that first time, then what am I giving you grace
What am
for?
I giving you
For
grace
what?
for? Right.
And then if you are knowingly being a side chick to a man that you know has somebody, you get absolutely zero grace for me. None. I wouldn't even give you the grace that I would give somebody that had a first relationship that was messed up.
Yeah,
Because after
no, I
that
don't
first
think I was saying
relationship,
grace in
yeah,
that
let me
sense.
finish. After that first relationship is messed up, after that, you should take all of the tools that you learned from that first bad mistake and know what to look out for moving forward. There should be no more excuses after the first relationship. None. After you've been with that first guy and whatever happens, happen. After that, you should know what to do and what to look for. And that's only, there are other young women that have had plenty more experience than I had at that time. Cause like I said, I'm coming out the gate with nothing. So, but after that first experience, then you should know better. And if you've already had intercourse with men, right? And you're running around here being a side chick, what am I giving you grace for you running around doing that? He manipulated you? No, you did that of your own accord, and I can't give you any grace for doing that. And I think that, like I said, it's dangerous to allow women to make excuses for knowing bad behavior. So I really, like I said, I don't know what you were going at when you said like, because I want to be real here. It was, I guess you was trying to make me a little upset when you said like the hand going across my face or whatever. Like, what did I think that first time? Like, I thought, wow, let me get out of this situation. Actually, you know what I'm saying? But he threatened my life several times, so I ended up staying for a while after that. But yeah, like I said, it was things that I saw in advance, but I don't think that being in an abusive relationship has anything to do with accepting a cheater, because that's what we were talking about. Accepting a cheater back or being a side chick to somebody. I don't know where the correlation comes. But let me just keep going because Jay, you have something to say. Go ahead, Jay.
So this is gonna, first of all, I want to give you a round of applause for the good. And I'm very sorry about how the question was asked. I can imagine
That's
that
okay.
yeah, yeah.
I think that she thought that was really gonna get me, but it's okay. You know, I think accountability should be used here. But go ahead, Jay. Go ahead, sis.
All right. So I'm going to respond to Sierra. And girl, I really love you for sharing your story. But I want to respond to something that you said that I don't think anyone else caught. And that was that you said that when during the cheating thing, like the woman, the other woman, like the actual girlfriend, the man was a danger to her. He was also a danger to you as a side chick, and then the man was a danger to himself because he was planning on going to jail for staying with you. Like, how is it, like, if he goes to jail is a consequence of his actions. He is not a danger to himself. He is just suffering from the consequence of his actions. I don't know why. Like, I understand maybe like what you've been through, but like, we do not justify men's actions in this household. We do not justify men's actions in this household. If he was planning on following you and going to jail for you, then let him go to jail. Let him go to jail. I don't know why like that was even like a part of the conversation. Also, I want to reiterate what the host had said earlier, and that is we I wouldn't say I wouldn't give grace to side chicks, but at the same, girl, you said like, don't gaslight me, please. I have very good memory. You cannot gaslight me. I'm very sorry. And and another thing that like you said, like, you keep saying it over and over and like trying to make it seem like you are the victim in this story. Girl, you knew he was a taken man and you went after him, and we are so sorry that you had like you went through what you went through and you were at a low point in your life, but you are not a victim. The first step to growing is taking accountability for your actions. Don't say, oh, I know what I did was wrong, and then still defend your actions. What you did was wrong. It was wrong. Especially knowing fully well how painful it would be being a cheater. And then you said you were in the same bed with the man, and then you were feeling bad for the woman, but you knew that he had another woman. So I genuinely have very little sympathy for you. And I feel like you need to start taking accountability now. Stop giving excuses. I love you, boo, but you need to do the work. Thank you.
All right, I got you, Jay. I'm gonna go up here to Simply, and y'all know I'm gonna actually end the live after that, y'all, cause but just be real. Like, I didn't like that question that you asked me, Sierra. I think you were trying to be funny with me, and I don't like that. And today has been like a little rough day, and I don't want to say something to you. It's on the tip of my tongue to do it, and I know if we continue with you being up here, I'm going to say something. No, it has nothing to do with views. It has something to do with you being disrespectful. And honestly, the fact that you have sat here on this live and exposed to everybody how you giving that pussy out like candy on Halloween, candy on Halloween is really crazy that you would even come out your mouth sideways to ask me, talk to me any type of way. And that's what I'm saying. You will let a nigga A-Town stomp on your feelings and cheat on you and put his dick in somebody else and put that dirty dick back in you and then be somebody dirty little secret butt and accept all of that and still give them in all the attention and grace and whatever they require from you, other than you being their personal cum dumpster, and then come over here and talk crazy to me and ask me shady questions. Like, I don't like that. I really
Question was
don't.
not shady at all,
I
but
don't like that. I don't have nothing else to say to you. I really don't.
I
I don't
apologize if
like
you
it. I
felt
don't like
like
it. Look.
I'm being genuine and you are
I'm gonna
being
tell you what you can
combative.
be genuine with. You can be genuine going back to whatever married man that you deal with and sucking on his ball sacks for this weekend. It's the weekend. Don't you have somebody's man to be up under? Like I said before, I really don't like that, and you really made me feel like you trying to be funny. And because when were we talking about abuse? But I just feel like what you said was shady, and I just know myself, and I know my default is to 10, and I really don't want to hurt your feelings today. You know what I'm saying? Any more so than the many men that have jizzed on you and sent you on your way with a hot dog and a bag of hot dog buns. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let you go on about your way, okay? You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have any problem about getting dropped and left to the side, because that is normally something you probably endure being a side heifer. Okay? So like I said before, I just honestly, please go before you really make me say something that I regret. Yes, bye, girl. Bye to you too. Bye to that pussy too. That's probably used up like an old piece of paper. Please get out of here. Don't make me. Simply Carmel, please. Hurry, sister. Say what you have to say, sister, please, so that I can get out of here because that just blew me. I really didn't like the way she presented that to me. And as I was sitting here and thinking about it, it kept making me madder and madder. And I'm like, you know what, Trig? You getting angry. You need to get off this live before you say something crazy. Go ahead, but it's too late. My husband is listening. He said it's too late. Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Trick. Look, you look. Oh my! I don't know what I'm gonna do with you, child. You be deep frying me to a crisp. I say it all the time. I be like, oh my goodness, man. And I can literally hear it in your voice. You was trying so hard to like not go there, but it was like, you know what? Forget it. It was like, look, girl. Can y'all hear
You know what, Carmel? I'm sorry, sis. My husband in here. I said that I was on 5. He talk about no, you wasn't. That was crazy. I really did hold back, honestly. I just want y'all to know that that is really me holding back because I could have said far worse to her, but I just, like I said, what she said, really, I felt disrespected, to be honest. Like, and at first it was like, it took me aback. I was like, oh, I feel I don't like this question. And then as I answered it, it was just like, I was just sitting there with you guys speaking and stuff, and I just felt even angrier. So I was just like, it'd be best if I just get off here. And I really, I would have been able to keep it cool if she hadn't unmuted herself. That I think that actually made me even madder all over again. But I'm sorry I interjected on you, sis. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
me?
I,
No, I was trying like to like really. Yeah, I don't know what I don't know what made her like try to break it down like that. Like, like to verbally reenact or something. You know what I'm saying? Like what was the point of saying like when the hand went across your, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Any child. Yeah, I
yeah,
don't
I
know.
mean,
And
like
I'm
I
so
said,
sorry.
oh, no, I'm not even tripping. Like I said, for me personally, I just feel like if you are out here proudly proclaiming that you are somebody's dirty little secret, somebody's pump and dump, somebody's old booty call, like old raggedy ran through booty call, you're not gonna make me feel bad about myself because you don't even feel good about yourself. So you're just projecting how you feel onto me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And my thing is that you're over here talking about all these men that have, used you like a used paper towel or used napkin, you know what I'm saying, and throwing you in the garbage, and then you want to come over and talk crazy to me. Was you talking crazy to these men that was running through you and dropping you off on the curb? You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
Friday's trash collection? No, but you have something to say to me. And that's my thing. You let a man do whatever you want to do, go outside, come back to you, dog you out, play in your face. And you was on hush mode. Hush mode. You was ready to go ahead and still suck on them balls. But then you want to come in here and get smart with a fellow black woman. I can't deal with that. And that's another problem that I have, that women that want to come at other women, you got all the guts, all the voice, all the mouth in the world, all the self-esteem to come up here and say something to me. But then when you got a man dragging you for filth by your edges every day, dragging you every business day, dogging you out, then you don't have nothing to say to him except, are you going to come home, King? Where are you? It's 4 a.m. Where are you at? You better not be at Keisha's house. Come back here. Or singing Moken Step. What is that? You might have had him once, but I got him all the time. You singing that every day. Like, but you want to have mouth to me? Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm not going to let you do it. I'm not going to let you play with me like that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I just didn't like that. And I should have already known that it, like, women that just proudly proclaim to be side chicks, like, oh, yeah, I was feeling good about that. Were you? You were feeling good about being with somebody else's man? Like, that made you feel good about yourself? I feel like that just already shows that you're a morally bankrupt individual, because why are you feeling good about harming another woman? Like, you can never build your happiness or a home on the backs of another woman's tears. Like, you can't build your foundation on another woman's pain. It will never be successful. You will never get anywhere in life. And that's exactly the reason why she is still being used up like never mind. Let me not even say what I was about to say. I'll just say that that's the reason why she's in the position that she's in right now, because her karma will always be evident. You will always pay for your consequences, pay for your actions when you revel in someone else's misery. You know what I'm saying? And it's really just that simple. And once again, this isn't to say that women that stay are not also problematic and they need to step their self-esteem up and build themselves up to where they realize that they're better than being treated like that. But I do believe that women that purposely enjoy another woman suffering, I don't even necessarily know if that's something that can be fundamentally changed inside of you. Maybe you can work on it to curb that, but I really do feel like that's a character issue in my opinion. Cause like I said, my mother raised me to not be like that. She always told me that women that do things like that were, and my mother never played cheating games. Like I, so I don't know. I was told that wasn't the way to be as a woman. You don't treat other women like that. You don't treat a woman away. If you don't want to be treated that way, you don't treat a fellow woman like that. So I don't know. I was never taught that. And I was always taught that if somebody cheats on you, like that's the number one deal breaker, get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't even give another layer to the reason why I felt like abuse was acceptable is because, I was abused by my father physically. So I didn't necessarily get the reinforcement that beating was a deal breaker. Even though, I did end up leaving him for cheating and the abuse, but I'm just saying. Like, but yeah, I don't know. I guess I was a little too sensitive about that, but anywho, I'm gonna get up out of here, you guys, because I feel like I'm still gonna be messy, and I can take accountability for that. I feel like I'm going to be messy, and I'm going to be mean. I'm already in the mode of being mean and messy, and that's not the reason why I have these lives. I want them to build up Black women, and I'm not in a emotional position to do that at this time. So I'm going to leave now before I be worse than what it was already. Did any of you ladies, Carmel, I know I interjected on you, sis. Did you have anything else to say? I'll let all of you ladies speak before I get out of here.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely wanted to say something. Thank you so much, Trig. I know you, like you said, you this a lot, definitely. I don't know what gave that girl the impression that this was like the time to, like inside of a mind of a side chick or something like that. I don't know, but I know the topic was like Summer Walker and this girl. I just had a couple questions. For one, who is the lucky guy that's in the middle of this love triangle? I don't know. Like, what's the tea here?
He's a rapper named Rich the Kid. He's ugly too, just by the way.
Oh,
So
okay.
when you look him up,
Okay.
don't expect to see nothing.
Oh God. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Like I know one thing. I did not like I know you kind of touched on it a little bit like when she was talking, but like the disingenuousness about like, oh, like her being a side chick and getting money and I cannot stand women who live in delusion like that. Like daggone well that man is not taking care of you, sending you no money, providing nothing for you but a wet tail. You know what I'm saying? So I really did not like that either. And then I noticed how like, like it's 2025. I don't know why women are still doing this type of thing. I mean, we're getting unalived left and right. And I just feel like being a side chick or even, pedestalizing that role or something like that, like you're putting yourself in a position to be unalived. And I think it was Gabrielle who touched on the fact that like, well, you're running a risk of not only STDs but getting pregnant as well. And we all know like there's crime series where women have been unalived because they was the side chick and ended up being pregnant and the man did not want the baby. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you're running a risk of all of that. You're increasing your risk for STIs, STDs, being unalived, by the man or the main chick when she finds out, because women are doing it too. You know what I'm saying? Like that's so I'm just like I could never do that, put myself in a position, especially when you have children. These women can find out where you live at, want to unalive you, take you out because you're dealing with a man. You know what I'm saying? Like I actually, it was a guy, one of my close friends. We're not really that close no more because his baby mother's is crazy. But I remember he told me the last time we talked, and this was actually a reason why I cut him off. We wasn't dating, no sexual relationship or nothing. But his baby mom, he told me that she had pulled up and threw piss in his face because she found out that he was talking to another woman, and she pulled up, threw piss in his face, broke in his house, did all different types of stuff. So I literally told him, I was like, I'll be damned if your baby mother about to come to my house and throw piss in my face. You know what I'm saying? Like come on, like we're not doing that. So yeah, I don't know. It's definitely a mental illness, and it was crazy because initially when I came up, I was going to, I know my time is running out, but initially I was going to, like, kind of give her an applaud for her being vulnerable and even putting her business out there, because like you said, like, you literally coming up here telling everybody you just giving up your cookie, or whatever. But yeah, it definitely was crazy. I feel like she could have just said her piece and then left it at that, took her accountability, and tried to send a message to any young women who are listening, like, yeah, like, that's not the way to go. Don't pedestalize that. These are the risks you're running. But she was definitely trying to make, justifications for, or rationalizations. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and land there. Thank you so much, Triggered. I gotta
Oh
look
no.
up this whole situation.
Okay, yeah, they said in the comments, Simply Caramel, that they still arguing, they still going back and forth right now. So I'm sure when we get off the live, that it's gonna be some more mess for you to see, for sure. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not tripping off a woman that can't even, she giving up that pussy and can't even get herself a McDouble and a fry. She can't even get a value meal. He just dropping her straight off in the car, and that's it. Not even, she can't even get a burger. She can't even get a junior bacon cheeseburger. She can't even get a McDouble. She ain't get a small fry. She can't even get a can of Coca-Cola. So, you know what I'm saying? I'd be mad too if my pussy wasn't even worth a can of Coca-Cola. You know what I'm saying? Like, geez Louise, not the bottle, even the can. She can't even get the can either. Not the bottle or the can. And you know the mini cans that they got at the grocery store? She can't even get the mini can. The man won't even get her the mini can. The mini, that's just a swig. She can't even get a Capri Sun with that pussy. And I'm not even talking about the box of Capri Suns, the one with the straw, just one. She can't even get one of them with that pussy. So, you know what I'm saying? If that was me, I'd probably be mad too. You know what I'm saying? But let me keep going. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I gotta hurry up and get off of here. You see that? I'm doing way too much. See? All right. Oh my goodness. Let me hurry up and get off of here. Lord, I got to erase the end of this live. Go ahead, Cookie. And then I'll get to Jay and Gabrielle, because I'm doing way too much. Go ahead, Cookie.
Hey Trick, hey everybody.
Hey.
You're not doing enough. We need to bring Shane back because I'm tired of these cold bowl of mashed potatoes on the side. I really am. Because the way I just had a long day and I looked at my phone and the first thing I seen was that, and then first thing I saw was your live, but my phone was dying because I didn't charge it. I went on the thing I saw on Instagram. I heard the voicemail. I'm like, not save me as Pizza Hut. I want you to be with her. So I just wanted to come up and say, before you go, that always had this thing with people where I've explained to them that people like Summer Walker and SZA have side piece music. They encourage people to be side pieces. They encourage people to deal with people and sleep with people who they know have a man, and they glorify it. Just like Mariah the Scientist, and who else was the other one? Who was the other one? I think it was Lotto. They are the type of women that stay. No matter what's going on, they're going to stay. And I feel like these are both harmful to not just Black women, but to women, period, because it shows no self-worth. And I tell people that when you listen to these people, you hear it and you start to feel it. Like Summer Walker makes you like, it puts you in that mindset, because I stopped listening to her a long time ago, and I've been meaning to listen to her new album, but something has been stopping me. It's like even when I have the time to listen to it, I don't want to, because I already know that she's programmed to push an agenda towards people to be toxic, to encourage these toxic behaviors that women end up upholding and they get the shame for. Nobody's shaming the man. Everybody talking about you being a side piece and how desperate you are. You look desperate and you got kids. And I feel like everybody ignore the fact that the kids are going to see this. I also think this the same baby mama I think that he had beat up, but I'm not sure about that. So I can't really say that. But again, this is a man who has a history. So it's like when we encourage certain behaviors, we're portraying a certain picture. And I feel like that being shown to younger generation. That's why we have this younger generation of women who think it's cute to be side pieces. I know I had somebody I consider a friend, and she was one of them girls. You want to be a side piece because you know you could never be a main, and even if you the main, you don't feel secure in yourself to conduct yourself like that. You feel secure in yourself when you somebody's side piece, you somebody's secret, you sneaking around, and you. It's like they like the drama, but again, I feel like people who have all these issues, they have attention deficits, and they're just drown they're thirsty for attention. They get no attention, and it makes them feel good to have a crumb of attention because nobody cares.
All right, I got you, Cookie. And I definitely think that you were right about like the music or whatever. You know, another person's music, and I'm not saying that she's not a talented singer, like she's not a good singer, but I can't get into her music. I feel like it's low vibrational bird brain music. Tink. Every song is about how she didn't loved on a Negro, loved on a Nog, and he didn't cheated on her and abused her and dogged her out. And here I am, I'm still standing right here next to you. You didn't cheated on me, don't you see? I'm the woman of your. I be like, bro, like y'all don't get tired of hearing this. Like, what? What is your reality if this is what you want to listen to all the time? I need to listen to some music where women are getting uplifted and people are talking about how beautiful and sexy black women are and how I want to worship you. That's probably the reason why I listen to older school music, because my goodness, bro, I just don't got no time to listen to that type of music. Like for real, like about how much a black woman got to be drugged for filth. You know what I'm saying? Like, ugh. But go ahead, Miss J, and then I'll let Gabrielle end it off. Go ahead, Jay.
Actually, I was gonna let Gabrielle talk because she has been trying to speak for a very long time.
Oh, I didn't see. I didn't see.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead,
you're
Miss
fine.
Gabrielle, and then we'll let Jay finish it off then.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say that, yeah, I do think that question was shady. I definitely caught that. But beyond that, I definitely wanted to piggyback off what Cookie was saying, because I think she made a great point about the music. So I've never listened to any of Summer Walker's music, but I do think that what she made was a great or what Cookie said was a great point about like low vibrational energy. I think if her music does promote like side chickism or male centeredness, I do think listening to that on a daily basis can impact you. I think when it comes to music and words, I think that that has energy and even spells attached to it a little bit. And it's like when you constantly hear something over and over again, that is going to, seep into your psyche and your consciousness and like impact you in ways that you might not even be aware of. So, yeah, I think that was a really great point. And I do think at the end of the day, what is going on between Summer Walker and Tory Bricks, it's not a great situation. I don't think either one of these women are winning in the equation. And when we also consider the fact that the man involved in this has apparently been violent towards, I guess, either his wife or his fiance, because I really don't know much about any of these people, but the fact that he's been violent, which makes him an abuser, that ups the ante even worse. And yeah, it's not a great situation. And yeah, I just want to, I'm gonna wrap up because I'm starting to ramble. But yeah, I really do think what Cookie said is true about music having like low vibrational energy and spells and all of that. Like what you constantly listen to is going to impact you and influence you in ways that aren't always obvious. So yep.
All right, I got you. I got you, Gabrielle. Appreciate you, sis. And I definitely agree with you. All right, let me go up here to Miss J. Hey.
Hi, Triggered. So now, first of all, I want to appreciate every single lady in the comment section. You guys have been ride or die for Triggered. You guys have been ride or die for those of us on the panel. Really want to appreciate you. This was just a wonderful sight of womanhood, and I really appreciate it. I also want to appreciate those people on the panel. You guys have been wonderful. I've been loving listening to all of you. Same thing with Triggered. Love listening to you. Love hearing your voice. I am glad that the live is ending. Actually, I think after everything that happened, we need to take a break and refresh and just like reclaim our mentality, what we consider as womanhood, how we're going to approach it here on out. And I think we all just need to breathe and just relax for now. So I am just very grateful to all of you That's how I want to end it. Like, let's all just go back. Let's not have this anger within ourselves. Let us just breathe it out, learn from the conversation, and learn how to stand up to people that speak like that. Okay, let's learn how to defend. I love how we all came for triggered and how we like defended her. I think we need to appreciate ourselves for that and just relearn all those information. Okay, wishing you all guys the best vibes. Please don't listen to Summer Walker anymore. We don't want her anymore. Okay, have a wonderful day, everyone.
All right, I got you. I got you. Appreciate you, Jay. I think this is the first time I've had a chance to talk to you. So I appreciate you. Appreciate hearing your thoughts and your perspectives. So hopefully you'll come around again. And thanks so much for Miss Cookie for coming up here, expressing yourself and your thoughts and opinions, which I agreed with. Also, Simply Carmel, you know, it's always love. Always appreciate hearing your perspectives and your kind words and all of that. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for coming up. And also Miss Gabrielle, who comes up here so often and always gives great takes and great perspectives. And I just appreciate you coming around as well. And I'm always glad that you do. And yeah, and also to all of the lovely ladies in the chat as well. Oh, and I think Kalandra was up here. And it was a lady named Courtney up here. I think I saw her more than one time recently. And I know the lady that I got into it with, but there was another lady that was up here too. I think her name was like I'm a Baddie or something like that. So shout out to I'm a Baddie that came up here too, y'all. But yeah, I appreciate all you ladies that came in the chat. I just want you to know if you're a black woman and you're listening to this, you are awesome, amazing, valuable, special, elegant. You are the freaking blueprint, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You are all of that and a bag of chips, and walk through this life and realize that and know that. And if anybody is new to this live and you've never heard of me before, all you have to do is go click on my page. I have a YouTube and I upload there every day at 6 a.m. And so follow me over there, subscribe. Okay. I do upload a video every day. You will enjoy it over there. And oftentimes I do upload these live streams from TikTok to YouTube. So if you ever want to watch a replay of yourself, it'll be over there. So, all right. I'll see you guys later. I hope y'all have a great weekend, but I'll definitely probably come back tomorrow with another topic, but I don't know. I got so many videos. Y'all like got to record tomorrow. So I don't know. I might, maybe not. And hey, Chilo Tam. Hey, how you doing, sis? Thanks so much for shouting out